Hey guys, it's Troy with Mainstream Linux. Thank you for watching today. We're going to go over my present Linux OS, which is Manjaro Mikah 20.1.2. You've seen that this is my main distribution. This is my daily driver, and I just want to go over a few of the things in the system. Presently, I'm running it on a Lenovo IdeaPad 3 laptop, 8 gigabytes of RAM, 8-core Intel i5, 64-bit operating system. But out of the box, I've been really happy with Manjaro. I've used lots and lots of distros. I used to distro hop quite a bit, trying to find what I thought would be the perfect operating system until I just backed myself up and said, hey, it's Linux. I can get what I want, and if it's not what I want, I can make it what I want. So, but pretty much out of the box, Manjaro is an awesome operating system. So that's what we'll be going over today on Mainstream Linux. Okay, first of all, out of the box, it's beautiful. You've got several different wallpapers you can choose from. Compared to other distros, you actually have a real good selection of wallpapers. And a lot of them are, you can get the darker ones, you can get the green ones. They've got some, they've got some brighter ones. Like I said, I mean, out of the box, it's got more wallpaper selection than something like a Windows 10. But, I mean, we're all here because we despise Windows, right? Or we want to get away from Windows. So this just gives you the opportunity to, play around, make something yours, design it the way you want, and move forward. You can adjust your mouse actions, what you want your mouse to do or trackpad to do. Location, desktop folder settings, icons. You can row them up, align them. You can change the size of your icons. I mean, you've got pretty much every setting on here you can make an adjustment to. Just like if you look at what I have mine set up right now, I have it actually set up on dark mode. It actually comes out of the box with Breath 2, which is a good looking theme, but I'm just, as much work and as often as I'm looking at this computer screen, I want something that's a little bit easier on my eyes, so I go with the dark, and it seems like I don't have as much strain working that way. Fonts, you can change the fonts to me out of the box, but I'm older out of the box. They're 10-point font, which is a little small for me, but what I like about this, instead of having to go down here and check every one, I just adjust all fonts. Just want to adjust the size, pick a size and select and apply it, and it changes it system wide, so I haven't got to sit there and change each one and try to figure it out. But let me put those back to 12 so I can actually read while I'm doing this. Yes, I want to apply. Thank you. Okay, now out of the box you're going to have this type of app launcher. Now what I do love about Manjaro is I like this, I like using this, but they give you choice. They give you freedom of choice. You can right click, you can show alternatives, and you can go up if you like a dashboard, application dashboard, you can switch it, and boom, you can go just like this. Your favorites are right over here, the ones that you visit most of the time, or you can go over here and pick what you want off of the side. Now, like I said, right click, show alternatives. That's the application launcher. You can also go with something that's more like a Windows 7 type launcher, where you have everything smaller right here. If that's what you want to do, you can change that right out of the box, or you can go to a simple menu, which doesn't have all your favorites like you did on the other one, but everything's right here. Gives you a little bit more real estate to work with or look at. But like I said, I'm going to go back to what I prefer, and that's the beauty of Linux. You change it to the way you like it, and that's what you use. Applications out of the box. Development, you're going to have the Qt development applications, obviously, because it's KDE. Education, Mathematics and science, LibreOffice Math. That's because I downloaded LibreOffice. It comes with Steam right out, but if you don't want Steam, of course you can uninstall it. Graphics, it comes with GwenView, Ocular, Scanlight. Scanlight's, image scanning application. You might still use it, might not. Ocular, you can see your PDFs or any other kind of documents in there. LibreOffice I installed, so it automatically puts LibreOffice Draw into your graphics. GwenView, great image viewer. If you haven't used it, download it, give it a try. GIMP, I hate the name but love the program. I got so used to using Photoshop and things like that there was a little bit of a learning curve on GIMP, but once I started using it, I can do anything that I used to do on Photoshop and GIMP, and I'm probably more productive with GIMP than I ever was with Photoshop. But this is one I'm going to do a video on at a later date to show you just everything that you can do in it. Let's go back over here. Internet. And it comes with Firefox out of the box. KGet, KDE Connect. You can connect your cell phone, your Android phone directly to it. The MailSpring, it comes with Thunderbird out of the box, but I like Thunderbird. I just don't like the look of Thunderbird, so I went with MailSpring. I'm using MegaSync for my syncing across the cloud. I've got 50 gigabytes of space on Mega, and I can sync it up. And what's beautiful about Mega is it'll integrate right into your. I can open it up, and it integrates right into your Dolphin file manager. Multimedia. It comes with Cantata out of the box, which is a music player. I downloaded Kden Live. Kden Live is another one I want to do a separate video on. I have used everything. I've used DaVinci Resolve. I've used Lightworks. But Kden Live, every video I do with Kden Live, and it is a very, very powerful tool. And it's open source, and it's free. I mean, it's ridiculous the power that you can get without spending money in the production that you can do without spending money. It's just amazing. Library for my secondary video platform at the moment, OBS. I use VLC. I like it better than the movie player that comes with it. That's just my personal choice. But that's the beauty. There's 3 or 4 different ones you can use. Pick the one that's right for you and go with it. Office, like I said, I downloaded LibreOffice. I have the complete Office suite. Settings. Let's go to some system settings here and let's look at some things. What I love about all the information you get here, you've got access to everything. Your hardware configuration. At present, I'm running Linux 5.8.16-2. There is a new kernel out, and one of the beautiful things about Manjaro is I can go up here and click install. It'll install the new kernel, and after a restart, you're running on the most recent Linux kernel. Regular keyboard settings, language packages, time and date. We've already went over the global theme. Plasma style. You can change the look. Right now I'm using Breeze Dark. You can go up here and I could pick, let's go with that one. Let's apply. You can download hundreds of themes, and as you notice, everything down here got a little blacker. My highlights are now red. But I mean, that's just something you're going to have to play around with, adjust it, make it look at the way you want it. Application style, you can change the way your applications look, change the way simple things like the bars look like. This 70% is a thin narrow, and then you've got a thicker one, and then you've got down here the more Windows look. But there's so many different things you can do. Colors, fonts, icons, workspace behavior, online accounts, connections, settings, Bluetooth. I mean, the things that you can do with something like Manjaro are amazing to me. And it's an open source operating system. I do donate to the developers just because I love the experience so much. I'm not out raking money out to Microsoft or raking money out to Apple. I have a very great user experience, and I'm not having to pay hand over fist for it. So that's one of the things I love. Let's go back over here. Utilities. You've got App Image Launcher, which I want to do a video on this. DT over at DistroTube just did a great video on the App Image Launcher. I recommend you go watch it. He talks about why he probably enjoys it more over Snaps and Flatpak. But that's a great video. You need to go check that out. But archiving tool, you got Arc, you've got Emoji Selector, FileLight, HP Device Manager. It's just one of them distros that you download, and it seems like every day you find something a little different, especially if you're new to Linux. And I recommend that you go out, you look it up, download it, put it on a live USB, and try it. You have nothing to lose. It's a free operating system. Go through it, see what you like, see what you don't like. You know, at present, while I'm recording this video, I'm using about 54% of the CPU, 1.2 gigabytes of my 8 gigabytes main memory, and then 0 gigabytes of my swap memory. Swap memory is something when you're doing it and you finally do install it, you want to, especially if you're using a laptop, definitely get some swap memory in there so you can take advantage of the hibernation mode and things like that. But like I said, go on over to manjaro.com. Well, let me pull it up. Homepage. Go to manjaro.org. I'm sorry. And you can try Manjaro. The one that I'm presently showing you is the KDE version. It's down here, 20.1.2. They do have a XFCE version, and they do have a genome, whatever you want to call it this week. There's 15 million ways to say it, but I say it GNOME. Download it, throw it on a USB, and try it out. Promise you, you will not be unhappy. You'll definitely like the experience. But that's it. That's Manjaro Mikah 20.1.2. Great distribution. If you have any questions, please type them down below. I'll be more than happy to answer them. If there's a video or a distribution you would like to see me try out, put it down below. I'll be more than happy to put that together and see what we can do for you. But I appreciate you all watching today. Thank you. This has been Mainstream Linux, and I'll see you later.